Happy New Year to you guys. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time, this is my son, Malachi, and my name is Michael. We are, what? Who are we?
Uh, we are working on the project,
And then what?
Ghana.
What else?
A house. We're building a house.
Yeah, but what are we going to talk about in this video?
I don't know.
We're going to show the plumbing update, and also talk about plastering. Which one should you do first, especially if you're working on a budget, right? What else you got to say?
Subscribe to my dad's channel and like.
What else?
And subscribe to my channel and my mom's.
What's your channel's name?
The Kale Brothers.
What do you put on there?
My videos.
About what?
My Xbox with my WWE and my soccer videos and my older videos.
Okay. You got anything else to say?
And subscribe to my mom.
Okay. All right. What's your mom's channel?
Shawnee's World.
All right. Thank you, Malachi.
I'll be leaving.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
When deciding whether to start with interior or exterior plastering, the general recommendation from my research is to do the exterior plastering first. We will look at the why very soon, but in the meantime, let's look at the plumbing work being done. This is the plumbing for the island. I decided to have my sink in the island and my stove against the wall. So yeah, the plumber did a very good job. We had to reposition certain things, so they had to cut into the floor. So as much as I was trying to avoid screening, I think the reality is I'm going to give some sort of screening. So it is what it is. That's the nature of construction. Not everything goes as planned. He did a very good job. Initially, when we gave him this contract, he promised to bring workers with him, but it turned out that what he was being paid wasn't too much for him to share with other people, so he chose to do all this by himself. For his plumbing workmanship, we paid him 6,500 cedis. I don't know whether that's cheap or that's expensive. All I do know is for the amount of work that he did, if that was me, I would charge more. So to me, it might be cheap. To him, it might be just appropriate. So that's what he asked for, and that's why I didn't bargain. I paid him what he asked for. There are certain things I do bargain, but I didn't feel like bargaining with him. Plumbing, doing the plumbing work for 6 bedrooms is not, or 6 bathrooms is not that easy, right? Plus a kitchen. He had to do his demarcation, cutting, chiseling, all of that. And this guy chose to do it all by himself. This is someone almost in his 50s, right? Close to 50s. Did all this plumbing work, one man job by himself. It took him a little bit, but at the end of the day, I think I am satisfied with his work. So yeah. So while my brother is showing me around, showing me what has been done so far, let's get back into today's topic, right? Why would you choose to do the exterior plastering first? The main and utmost first reason is that it protects your building or your project against the weather. The exterior plastering protects the building from rain, wind, and other weather conditions. If the exterior remain unfinished, moisture could seep through the walls, which might damage the exterior plaster or cause cracks in the building. So it's very, very important to, if you can afford it, if money is not the issue, to start with the exterior plastering, right? Doing the exterior plastering strengthens and seals the wall, right? It provides better support for the overall structure. So, I mean, if money is not an issue, go for it. Another reason why you should do the exterior plastering first is it can help you avoid any damage to the interior plastering, right? Because once that plastering is dried and sealed, it will prevent moisture from seeping through the wall and damaging anything else, any progress done in the interior. So yeah, those are the main reasons. Now let's get back to my decision. I chose to do the interior plastering first. First of all, my mason gave me a budget floor by floor. So that's the first thing. So that means if I don't have all the money, I can choose, which is what I'm doing, to do the third floor plastering first, right? And then once that's done, and some money, build as you earn kind of project. When I earn some money and I can afford to do the next plastering, then I do that. So that was easier. From the budget he gave me, the exterior plastering was almost 50% of the total workmanship. So I didn't really want to spend that much right after coming out of Christmas shopping and spending. So it made sense for me personally to start with interior. Um, Another reason someone might choose to do the interior plastering is if there's a pressing need to finish interior spaces. Let's say, for instance, we will be going to Ghana as a family for the first time for my wife and my kids later in the year. So let's say I wanted to finish the interior. I didn't care about what the house looked on the outside, but I wanted to make room for where we can, lay our heads and stuff. Then yeah, obviously it makes sense to do the interior first, right? Um, and so yeah, for me it makes sense. But ultimately, it's but just budget, money, financial constraint. It just makes sense to do it bit by bit, thought by thought. Um, that way, right? So I can divide a project into semi projects and tackle it one step at a time. Um, yeah, yeah, that's for me. That's the main thing. I know my mom when she built her house, she'd paid 2 years advance on her rent, so she was very determined to move out of that place by the end of the 2 years. So she did the interior plastering and moved in at the end of a 2 year rental agreement. I believe, as long as you don't take too long to do the exterior plastering, it shouldn't be an issue, right? Like the neighbor behind this house built his house around the same time as my mom. They did the interior plastering, and to date, has no, they haven't touched the exterior plastering. I mean, it's hard times. Maybe he was building the house at the end of close to retirement, and by the time he retired, I mean, there's no money coming in, so that was the end of the project or building for him. But at least he has his own roof. That's all that matters. So that's that. The drawback, though, to doing the interior plastering first is there's a risk for moisture, right? Moisture to seep into the walls if the exterior is exposed for a prolonged amount of time. So, which eventually will cost you more money because moisture seeping in is not good. These corrugated blocks are really solid, so it would take some I'll say some years or months, I don't know, for moisture to seep in that easily, but it's still important. If you're wondering why I haven't done my burger proof yet, that's because I'm not planning on doing burger proof. I am going the Ghana Bakweku way. I think I was doing my block work when I already made up my mind that I want a double pane windows. Yeah, there are certain things that I want, um, that I'm gonna get. My mom and my brothers, or my brother, has been convincing me to do the burger proof, but I don't want burger proof, so I'm not doing it. Eventually, I'm gonna have my security cameras all over. I didn't do any pipe work for the security cameras because I'm gonna do the wireless solar camera. So, I mean, that's what I have. I'll be doing here in the US. So there's no need for all those pipe works for security camera. So yeah, but I'm not doing burger proof. To each is their own. I'm not saying it's good or it's bad. People just, you have to go with what you like. At the end of the day, it's your building, your house, your hard-earned money. So you choose what you feel is right. Yeah, those are the thought process that went into my decision. I'm estimating that by the end of um, at least Q1, first quarter, I should do both interior and exterior plastering. Another reason why I also hesitated on doing the exterior plastering is I have to rent scaffold or buy it, and I'm still deciding which one will be more beneficial. I could save and buy it, right, and rent it out, but do I really want to take on site business? What are the returns? I don't know. Excuse me. So I'm leaning towards renting it or using just 2x4 to build the scaffold for the masons, but I haven't decided yet. And also, there are some places where I want to use marbles. Um, I haven't fully decided which part of the exterior is going to have marble tiles. So for now, in the meantime, while I'm thinking or deciding, it makes sense to work on the interior plastering. Um, I believe that covers all my thought process in deciding to do the interior plastering first. Let me know what you did for your project or plan to do. Like I said, if money is not an issue, or if you took your time to save before taking on the plastering stage of your project, then it doesn't matter which one you get done first, right? If you have the money, you could even have both interior and exterior done at the same time. So yeah, anyway, let's get back in the video. So yeah, this is the last floor. This is going to be where the solar water heater will be, and this pipe work will power the pump, DSTV, and all that stuff. So when eventually this is where my solar panels will sit. So yeah, let's take in that view. Nice, get the whole area view. See how people are also doing their projects. Everything is coming along nicely. I bet you 10 years from now, I'll, I mean, not even 10 years, now, it will be hard to find any piece of land in Oyarifa that is, under 100,000. Um, so for me, this is like maybe a block away from the Abri Medina Road. So it's not too far off from the main road. Yeah, and there's still plenty of space on the compound to park several cars there. So yeah, everything is coming along. Like I said, let me know what you think about which plastering you should tackle first and why. What did you do for your project? I appreciate you all. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If this is your first time chancing on my video, my name is Michael once again. I am a Ghanaian living in Texas and taking on this dream project. Um, yeah, thank you. My brother, so at the end of the video, my brother decided to give me an update. I had an electrician do some lights on the perimeter wall, so it went all the way around. But this is how my project is looking. I think it will look really nice once the exterior plastering is done and the coping is done. Right, sitting beside my mom's 3 bedroom, she worked really hard for that. Um, it's been spruced up in the interior. I think there's still some few things to do and get it up to date, and maybe I'll bring an update to that. But she's happy as how it is right now. And sometimes it's very difficult working on my own project and trying to do other stuff. So yeah, thank you very much for your time. If you've watched up to this point, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.